Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to day number two of the FTX Crypto Cup in Miami, Florida. And one of the highlights of this round is Magnus Carlsen's win against Hans Niemann with the first move, A3. Magnus is just so bored that he just wants to play anything he wants on the chessboard. And he started with A3. And then again, it's not about how you start, yeah, it's how you end. Game here is different from how he started the okay. A3, D5. Okay, Magnus he's the world champion. He can play anything. Yes, he can even play E4, King E2. This time A3, D4, Knight F6, Knight F3. I don't know if this is disrespectful, but he played normal middle game and a beautiful end game. So that one matters. Yeah, the result also. How he played in the end was magnificent, magnificent. C4, C6, knight C3, E6, knight into H4, just like the Slav or the reverse London system. Yeah, for black. Okay, bishop into G4, F3, bishop H5, takes on D5, takes on D5, G3. Magnus wants to have that square for the knight in G2. Knight C6, knight G2, queen into B6, E3, bishop D6. Of course, you have to play the bishop in D6, not on E7, or else white will go H4 and G4. With bishop on D6, you cannot go H4 because the bishop takes G3. So knight into F4, bishop G6, takes, bishop pair. Okay, bishop pair. But bad king. King F2 and King G2. Magnus. Oh my God. Okay, castles. G4. I don't like this G4. Maybe F4 first. Yeah, don't allow black to play E5. Come on, Magnus. It's too rush. Okay, with then bishop D3 and then G4 next. Yeah. G4 and black now has E5. This is actually better for black. Takes, knight H5, knight takes D5. But here's the critical moment and a very basic concept also in middle game. Yeah, white has a bad king on G2, and in this position, Niemann went for queen takes D4. I don't like queen takes D4 because again, when your opponent has a bad king, it's important to keep the queen on the board. Don't exchange the queen. Why don't you just move back? Yeah, G5 is a target. And also this knight with a discovered attack on H2. Now, if the knight moves back, for example, you have knight F4, takes. Magnus has to play H4 and keep your queen with knight takes D4, right? Magnus had to regroup. Let's say bishop to D3, can go queen to B6, attacking B2 here. If rook to B1, then rook A D8, right? Pressure on the queen, pressure on the king, yeah? But he played queen takes d4. He plays into Magnus territory. Magnus likes simple positions, especially without queens on the board and with two bishops. And starts with regrouping, rook to b1, bishop on d3, bishop e4, stable square for the bishop because the pawn here can take if there's f5, yeah? Rook to d1, completing his development now. Bishop into e4, king f8, bishop d2. White is slowly getting better. Knight f4, no problem. Takes, king f1. And now you win a pawn. You don't give Magnus a pawn. Pawn, bishop back, king, bishop into c3, a4, doesn't matter. If knight takes g5 here, there's rook takes d6. Magnus was hoping for this one. If rook takes, then just bishop b4, right? So king e7 was played. You cannot play rook takes d6, of course, here, yeah, because rook takes, and there's knight c5. So h4, knight f4, king f2, bishop b5, okay, rook. Okay, just a few repetitions, but all right. Rook e1, f6, rook e4 now threatens rook e1, rook c4 exchanging. Majority here, right? That's an extra pawn, by the way. King f2. Nice tactic by Magnus here. Forced, because if you take with the pawn, this bishop takes g7 and bishop e5. Yep. Or even rook e1. So rook takes c5, bishop b4. Takes. One pawn is enough for Magnus. Knight e6, bishop c4. Rook e1. Pin f4. Bishop into f1. It was also important to go king g3 here. Probably this one wins on the spot. Bishop f1, king e4, actually sorry, king d5, pass pawn must be pushed. The pawn promotes on a8, light square, bishop is a light square, of course this is winning for white. Rook b8, a6, keep on pushing the pawns. Rook c1, king e3, rook c3, bishop into c4, exchange the rook, threatens rook e6, okay, exchange. The principle of two weaknesses. One, and the pass pawn. This one also potential pass pawn. Two outside pass pawns. Bishop f7, h5, h6, and unstoppable pawn h7, h8 if you take that pawn on a6. Again, it doesn't matter how you start. Magnus started with a3 and is about to finish it with h8. Yeah, starts with a3, going to finish with h8. Yeah, start with the pawn, finishing with the pawn. Okay, so that's Magnus Carlsen for you guys. He can play whatever he wants. He wants to have fun. That's probably the reason why he retired from this World Championship, because he wants to play more, maybe blitz, rapid. He probably would go for the World Rapid Championship and World Blitz Championship, and tired of this classical preparation with computer lines. He just wants to play chess. Yeah, it's not out of disrespect, but the guy just wants to play simple chess. So that's it. That's day number 2. Magnus Carlsen winning over Hans Niemann with a3. Thank you guys for supporting our channel, Charles Max Chess and Charles Max Entertainment on Facebook and YouTube. This is Coach Oliver. Stay safe, everyone, and bye bye.